This is an unboxing and first reactions to the GoPro Max 360 camera. I've never had one of the 360 cameras by GoPro or anybody else, so I wanted to try one of those as well with these 11s and see what kind of cool footage I can get for my YouTubes with this one. It does say that this is a 5.K, 1080 live streaming as well. It's only 16 feet waterproof, which is a little bit different than the others. Still has voice control, not quite the same resolution, 16.6 megapixels, horizon leveling. It's got some things more related to the 360, like the 360 plus hero mode, the power pano, spherical audio, interesting. Assume that just means it has a microphone that goes all the way around. Little bag for it, and in the bag you'll see these two protective lenses. So these are added for lens protection, but it says it may affect image quality. So I don't know why you would need any more protection for these than you do for the other ones. But it does say that these are not for underwater use for whatever reason. Maybe they fill up with water and then looks like you're looking out of a fishbowl. Charging cord, rats, it does take a different battery. And I am a bit concerned because I see this as a blue top one, which makes me cringe a little bit that it may be a poor battery that's gonna blow up like these things. So I will look and see if they have an enduro option or something else better. At the very least, I need an extra battery, but I will see if they have a different option besides this. And then you've got the same mount system and screw down there. And the camera obviously looks very different. The door is a little bit different. You've got a slider mechanism. Pull that off. You've got a longer battery, and then you've got the chip insertion point. Power button. You just get a fingernail out there, and there is this side, and there's this side. So you can keep these, and I think that's why they have the pockets in the little bag here. You can keep these caps to protect them, and then you can use these while you're riding to try to keep bugs and rock chips and stuff from damaging them. So I'm just going to go ahead and put those back on for the time being. And you do have a microphone here, as well as there, and as well as here. So you've got front mic, back mic, and the side mic. And then there's a screen over here. And for this one, since I don't have the little docking station for the batteries, what I'll have to do here is insert the battery and use my cord, plugging it directly into the USB-C port. All the cameras point out that you have to update the camera before you can use it. So the first thing to do is make sure that you have the GoPro Quick app on your phone. So you can kind of see I'm right here, this way, and then up there is the camera that's actually filming this footage. So that's kind of cool. That's how you do it then. You just basically go down and you click on that. You change it to either hero mode or 360 mode. As I rotate my phone, it doesn't matter what direction I go. I'm not going to put the speech or voice recognition on here because I'm afraid when I'm using the microphone, it could make that do something and screw things up. So I've confirmed the firmware is up to date on this one, and it seems to be working. It does need its card, but it's working. And I did get the new Enduro batteries ordered for the Max as well. I just don't like the blue top batteries after the experience I had last time. So that should give me plenty of time to go out and do a nice long ride and get some good footage. Next, it was time to actually try the camera. So I mounted it to the Aprilia and took it for a ride and tried to start figuring out how to use it. The first trick with the 360 is that you can't just upload the footage from the camera direct to Adobe Premiere Pro. You have to open it in the GoPro app first, then export it in whatever format you want it. From there, then you can import it into Adobe Premiere and use it for your YouTubes. When the camera comes on, it's not in 360 mode, so you have to actually go down here and select this little icon in the corner to get the globe, if you want it in 360. Otherwise, it's going to just shoot like a normal GoPro. When you export the footage out of the GoPro app, you have to also select whether you want it in the 360 mode or not. This would be the 360 mode, and this is in a format more useful for normal YouTubes. There are some cool features like level lock and world lock that actually maintain the direction that the camera is facing as an orientation, and then it rotates as you go around turns, like in this motorcycle video on Circuit of the Americas. It takes a while to get used to the GoPro app and how to manage it and export the file the way you want, but there's a ton of flexibility. You can look in any direction, and you can create some really beautiful views, especially something like this, where I just had the Aprilia out in Rocky Mountain National Park a couple weeks ago and captured this footage. It's a cool product, it's cool technology, it's very versatile, it does a lot of cool stuff. Just don't expect to be able to jump in and use it just like you do your GoPro today. It's going to take a little bit of effort, but it's well worth it once you figure it out. Subscribe to my YouTube channel below and let's celebrate turning fuel and air into adrenaline.